Welcome, wrestling fans, to one of the most entertaining and electrifying sports entertainment channels on all of YouTube, Tim Reynolds Show. Please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And this is my WWE show review for Monday Night Raw on February 17, 2025 in Charlotte, North Carolina, where this Raw would be kicked off with the back-to-back Daytona 500 champion, the driver for the number 24 Chevy for Hendrick Motorsports, William Byron, showing off the jewelry and also getting the big WWE Championship gold title belt around his shoulder from AJ Styles, who was riding shotgun. And what a way to kick off Monday Night Raw. And after this, we would see Sami Zayn come out to the ring to talk to the crowd in the WWE Universe after the brutal attack by Kevin Owens just a few weeks ago, which put him out of action with a neck injury. And now he's ready for a fight with Kevin Owens, even though they have a ton of history together and they are former friends. Now, there's no time for forgiving and forgetting this brutal attack, as Sami Zayn knows that Kevin Owens tried to end his career with that package pile driver, and Sami's looking for a fight. But then general manager Adam Pearce would come out and tell Sami Zayn no, he cannot make this match official because medical has not cleared him to compete, and also WWE will not sanction this match. But Sami Zayn refuses to leave the ring until general manager Adam Pearce gives him the damn match that he wants. And finally, with a little convincing, we see the Raw general manager make this match unofficial. Guys, that's right. We will see Sami Zayn go one-on-one with Kevin Owens in Canada, in Toronto, for the Elimination Chamber, but it will be unsanctioned. And this should be one hell of a fight between these former friends turned brutal enemies. And what a way to kick off Monday Night Raw, as Sami Zayn finally gets his hands on Kevin Owens in an unsanctioned match at WWE Elimination Chamber in Toronto, Canada. Guys, let me know in the comments who you think will win this matchup. And then up next on Raw, we see backstage the Judgment Day in their locker room area as Dirty Dominic Mysterio is talking to Liv Morgan and warning her and Raquel that the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Bianca Belair and Naomi are on Monday Night Raw, looking for them after we seen video evidence on Friday Night SmackDown that showed Liv and Raquel could be responsible for the attack on Jade Cargill a few months ago. But also, we see Dirty Dom complaining about Finn Balor not listening to him or taking him seriously, especially with Dom trying to get a new member into the Judgment Day to help them out. But Liv tells Dom that she's only worried about him in his match coming up later on Monday Night Raw against AJ Styles. But Finn Balor would walk up and say, "Hey, did I hear my name?" And they say, "Yeah, Finn," as Liv wishes Finn good luck in his Elimination Chamber qualifying match coming up later on Monday Night Raw against Seth freaking Rollins. And Finn Balor would say thank you, and he thinks the Judgment Day all need to get back on the same page and get business booming again for the Judgment Day, as already we see Liv Morgan has qualified for the Elimination Chamber. Finn Balor says he will qualify for the Elimination Chamber as well. But Raquel Rodriguez also has an Elimination Chamber qualifying match coming up here on Monday Night Raw against Roxanne Perez. And Finn Balor would say it would be pretty embarrassing, Raquel, if you were to lose to Roxanne Perez of NXT. And that's when we would see Raquel clap right back at Finn, saying, "You worry about your business and handling things in your match, and I'll handle things in my match." And guys, we're starting to see the cracks showing here in this faction of the Judgment Day, as I think it's a matter of time before we see the Judgment Day break up in some sort of fashion. And guys, next on Monday Night Raw after this, we would have our first match of the evening, as we would see AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, go one-on-one with Dirty Dominic Mysterio of the Judgment Day. And guys, this was a great match to kick off Monday Night Raw, as we've seen both AJ and Dirty Dominic Mysterio show off their athleticism inside the squared circle, with AJ showing zero ring rust against Dirty Dom. But we would see AJ Styles get the victory here in this one in an excellent matchup. And guys, I got to give this match a grade of a B. I definitely thought it was a good back and forth here between AJ and Dominic, especially being the first match on Monday Night Raw here. And of course, AJ Styles wins, especially after kicking off the show, coming in the number 24 Chevrolet, driven by William Byron, the back back-to-back Daytona 500 winner, so you knew AJ was gonna win this match. But then coming up next, guys, after this on Monday Night Raw, we would see backstage Ivy Nile of American Made talking to the Creed brothers about trying to get on the same page, especially after the Creed brothers came up just short last week of winning the World Tag Team Championships against the War Raiders. But they did send a big message after they got disqualified, but laid out the War Raiders with those World Tag Team titles, hitting them across the head. But they all know that they have to make sure they impress Chad Gable, their leader of American Made, and Ivy Nile's chance is tonight in a #1 contenders match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship against Dakota Kai, who happens to be walking by as Ivy Nile tries to intimidate Dakota Kai, but she is not backing down as she's ready to prove that she belongs in the Women's Intercontinental Championship conversation, and she's looking for another crack at that title, and she will not back down from Ivy Nile, and this should be one hell of a match coming up on Monday Night Raw. And speaking of which, our next match of the night would be Ivy Nile of American Made going one-on-one with Dakota Kai of Damage Control, and this would be for the #1 contendership for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And we would see one hell of a match between both of these ladies, two top women in the WWE Women's Division, and we would see Dakota Kai get what you would call the upset victory here, as I really thought Ivy Nile was going to get things done, especially with Dakota Kai already having a chance to win the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Championship, but she lost to Lyra Valkyria, who is the current champion. But now Dakota Kai gets another crack at that title, and she will go one-on-one with Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And guys, as far as a match grade here, I gotta give this grade a B. A really good match back and forth between Ivy Nile and Dakota Kai. A little bit sloppy at first, but definitely a good ending to it all here. So I give this match a grade of a B. Then guys, next up here after this, we would see the World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General Gunther, come out to the ring through the crowd like he's Jey Uso or something. I mean, come on, Gunther, as he tries to mock and make fun of the main event himself, trying to get the crowd to yeet and get up out of their seats, but he says that it just smells up here in the crowd and continues to disrespect main event Jey Uso. And he would walk near the ring, going up to the announcer's table, asking Pat McAfee and Michael Cole to give their unbiased professional opinion about what this entrance is all about here from Jey Uso, and if Jey Uso can honestly beat Gunther in a one-on-one matchup in the main event at WrestleMania. This after the World Heavyweight Champion said that main event Jey Uso couldn't even lace up his own wrestling boots. As the disrespect continues from Gunther, we would see Pat McAfee get on the mic and says, "Do you really want to know my opinion? Do I think that main event Jey Uso can beat you in the main event at WrestleMania?" Well, yeah, I actually think he can. It's a possibility, and Gunther did not like this answer, as he looks like he's getting ready to attack Pat McAfee before main event Jey Uso would come out and attack the Ring General, sending a huge statement to the World Heavyweight Champion and all the doubters out there, and he gets Gunther running and scurrying away as security has to break these two up after main event Jey Uso laid a beatdown on Gunther here at ringside. And guys, I cannot wait to see this main event matchup at WrestleMania 41. And guys, do you guys believe that main event Jey Uso is a worthy contender for the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther? Let me know in the comments, because I most certainly believe, and I know there's a lot of people in the WWE universe eating out there because they believe it too. And guys, next up after this on Monday Night Raw, we would see a backstage interview with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, as they were asked about that video evidence that came out on Friday Night SmackDown that they could possibly be the ones who attacked Jade Cargill. But they say, hey, we're not involved with anything. That didn't show any evidence of anything. But if we did tag Jade, would we feel sorry about it? No, as we see Raquel is focused on one thing, and that is her Elimination Chamber qualifying match coming up soon on Monday Night Raw. Then next up, guys, we have our next match of the evening, as we would see Pete Dunne go one-on-one with Penta, the luchador who is undefeated still since he came onto Monday Night Raw. And guys, we would see an epic match in this one as we see Penta get the victory after Ludwig Kaiser came out during the match trying to scout, if you will, but he's just providing a distraction. At first, he tries to help out Pete Dunne, and it looks like Pete Dunne was going to be able to take advantage and get the victory, but after Penta counters, it's then Pete Dunne would be the guy who gets distracted, costing him this match against Penta, and Ludwig Kaiser would then attack Penta after this match, but Pete Dunne was so pissed that he starts attacking Kaiser, and then Penta would attack both Pete Dunne and Kaiser, jumping over the top rope and taking out both men outside the ring, sending a huge statement. And guys, I gotta give the match grade for this one an A, as I really thought Pete Dunne and Penta worked very well in the ring together for their first match together, and man, they put on one hell of a show and what I could consider the match of the night here, so I gotta give it a grade of an A. Then next up here, guys, we see a backstage interview with main event Jey Uso, as Gunther continues to doubt whether or not main event Jey Uso is a serious contender for his World Heavyweight Championship. He would be asked if his confidence is any lower after the words from the ring general, but we'd see Jey Uso clap right back saying the WWE Universe has his back, and he knows that everyone's been doubting him throughout all of his WWE career. But guess what? Even though they doubted him, he is still the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble winner, and he plans on going to the main event of WrestleMania 41 and winning that World Heavyweight Championship to silence all the doubters. Then guys, next up after this, we would have our next match of the evening, as we would see Raquel Rodriguez going one-on-one with Roxanne Perez in the WWE Women's Division for this Elimination Chamber qualifying match. And guys, we would see an epic matchup between these two ladies, as Roxanne Perez was the Iron Woman in the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble, and she put up one hell of a fight here against the much bigger, much stronger Raquel Rodriguez. And after it looked like Raquel was going to pull off the victory, especially with all her strong moves, we would see Bianca Belair and Naomi come out to ringside to not only attack Liv Morgan, but also distract Raquel Rodriguez, as Roxanne Perez would take advantage of the distraction and get the victory, the upset victory here over Raquel Rodriguez, as Roxanne Perez now is the last woman to qualify for the Women's Elimination Chamber match, as now this chamber match has been set, and we will find out who will be the number one contender for the Women's World Championship, as we will see Bayley in this match, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, Naomi, and Bianca Belair will take on one another inside this steel structure. And guys, I gotta ask you, let me know in the comments who you think will win the Women's Elimination Chamber match. And guys, next up after this on Monday Night Raw, we see a backstage interview with Seth freaking Rollins, and he's asked if he's ready for this Elimination Chamber qualifying match. And we know Seth Rollins is ready to punch his ticket to WrestleMania, but he's got to get past Finn Balor and one of his big rivals in order to make it to the Elimination Chamber to have a chance to make it to WrestleMania. So there's no more talking left to do, only action. As Seth Rollins heads out to the ring, we would then see Karrion Kross as he kind of breaks up this interview here after Seth walked away and has a cryptic message to Sami Zayn, as he tells Sami, what the hell are you doing? You got all your friends out here trying to contend for championships. Like, do you really think your friend Jey Uso can win the World Heavyweight Championship? No. Do you really think your friend Seth Rollins can beat 5 other superstars if he even makes it to the Elimination Chamber? No. As we see Karrion Kross sending weird messages towards Sami Zayn, what could this possibly mean, as it looks like maybe Karrion Kross has Sami Zayn as his next target going forward. Then next up after this, guys, we would have the New Day come out to the ring, and guys, they would be booed by the WWE Universe, saying, New Day sucks! New Day sucks! And oh my goodness, did they hate it. But after they sneak attacked Rey Mysterio last week and took him out of action, we would then see LWO come out looking for a little payback against the New Day for taking out their mentor and what they consider the locker room leader. But the New Day really disagreed with that, as that was their argument, yelling and complaining that they should be the locker room leaders and not Rey Mysterio. But the LWO would come out and attack the New Day and send a huge statement, knocking them out of the ring. And now we'll have to wait and see if the LWO and the New Day will clash in a match here anytime soon after this confrontation. Then guys, guys, next up here on Monday Night Raw, it's our main event of the evening, as we would see Seth freaking Rollins go one-on-one with Finn Balor of Judgment Day in the Elimination Chamber qualifying match here on Monday Night Raw. And guys, we would see an epic main event match as these two former rivals would go toe-to-toe inside the ring, giving everything they had. And when it looked like Finn Balor was going to be able to walk away with the victory, we would see Seth freaking Rollins pull out a stomp out of nowhere and a pedigree in the middle of this match as well, as Seth freaking Rollins would get the victory, and he now qualifies for the men's elimination chamber match. And we are now set, as we will see 6 men step inside this steel structure, and we will find out at the end of this match who will be the #1 contender for the undisputed WWE Championship, as we will see Seth Rollins go up against CM Punk, go up against Drew McIntyre, go up against Logan Paul, Damian Priest, and the GOAT, John Cena, as we will find out who will be the #1 contender for the undisputed WWE Championship, and whoever can come out of the Elimination Chamber will take on the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes in the main event at WrestleMania 41. And guys, let me know in the comments, who do you think will win this men's Elimination Chamber match and take on Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship? And guys, I gotta give my final match grade for this main event matchup between Seth Rollins and Finn Balor a solid A, as these two rivals once again prove why they're one of the best in the WWE men's division. And guys, they definitely took each other to the limit in this main event match, showing off all of their moves and athleticism. And guys, this has been your WWE show review on Tim Reynolds Show, the most electrifying sports entertainment YouTube channel on YouTube today. It's Tim Reynolds Show. Thank you, WWE Universe, and thank you, wrestling fans, for all the support on this beautiful sports entertainment, electrifying, entertaining, awesome sports channel that is Tim Reynolds Show. I couldn't do it without you guys, and I cannot wait to see WWE's Elimination Chamber. And guys, please make sure you tune in to Tim Reynolds Show for my WWE live play-by-play for the Elimination Chamber, as it's less than 2 weeks away in Toronto, Canada. And we will find out not only who will be the #1 contender for the WWE Championship in the men's division, but we will also find out who will be the #1 contender for the women's world title after this Elimination Chamber. And I cannot wait. Thank you guys for all the support. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this WWE show review on Tim Reynolds Show. And thank you guys so much. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you again soon on the next WWE show review on Tim Reynolds Show. Let's fucking go. Peace out.